Mic check. Mic check. Okay. Okay, we good. We good. Loud and clear. Okay, we good. We good. Loud and clear. Okay, we good. We good. Loud and clear. All right, welcome to the Ironworth Trading Show. I'm your host, Coach Price. This is not financial advice. This is for educational purposes only. So make sure that you bring your ass in here to learn and that you don't come in here thinking that I'm telling you what to do. Because I'm not, okay? I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just here to teach. That's what I do. I teach. So if you're here to learn, then you're in the right place. Because if you could learn, you can earn, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all been this week? I hope y'all been following the rules that we set in place to protect the bag, to make sure that we secure the security. So if you took a big loss this week, tonight's show, I'm going to dedicate it to you. I'm going to dedicate tonight's show to you. All right, so before we get started, I want to let a few more people come in, and I'm going to go ahead and share the live before I get the rolling. Hold on real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see. I'll share it to Reddit real quick. Jackie, what's happening? All right, so now that we live, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go ahead and get it rolling. Faye, you in the building? Excuse me. You in the building yet, Faye? No sound detected. No way. No way, Jose. All right, yeah, I know y'all can hear me. Cool. Cool. Let's get it. Let's go. All right, so again, for those that don't know me, I'm your host, Coach Price. It's been a wonderful night. I don't know about y'all. It's been a wonderful night. All right, we got the glass of wine going right here. Y'all don't know what y'all need, some water or something. Go get you some water. Go get you a snack. Do what you need to do. But just pull up a chair and listen. We finna talk about this war in Iran. We're gonna talk about what's been going on so far in March. I got the job report data for y'all, some consumer confidence, Microsoft and Open AI information, and a lesson for anybody that took a loss this week. We're going to talk about unrealized gains versus realized gains and unrealized losses versus realized losses, plus fucking stop losses. We're going to talk about that too. We're going to talk about the opportunity that a lot of y'all got, why buying low builds wealth. Okay, that's what's on the agenda for tonight. So Isabel said me. Okay, well, you know who I'm talking to then. You already know how it go, right? What's going on, everybody? Well, welcome. What's happening? Y'all ain't gonna say shit to me? Hmm? Don't let me just start running my mouth. What's up? Talk to me now. Talk to me nicely. What's up, sis? What's up, bro? What's up, cuz? Auntie? Come on now, what y'all got going on? I ain't getting started till y'all say what's up to me. It's just plain and simple as that. Yep, y'all gonna have to say what's up. Even the people that's listening on YouTube right now. You can fast forward all you want. Guess what? You gonna fast forward and I'm gonna still be telling your ass to drop a comment. Hit the like button. subscribe. We growing, y'all. Come on now. It don't cost you nothing to hit the follow button. It don't cost you shit to tap the screen. You made it. That's what's up. I'm glad you made it. Guess what? You right on time. Right on time, Elise. Right on time for class. I'm gonna see. We're gonna let a few more people come in. You know how to tardy. You know how some people got to be tardy. Y'all do me a favor and share the live out. Press that share button. You ain't got to share it to everybody. Share it to your story. This is going to be a good class tonight. Share this information. Don't be a gatekeeper. I use that GOAT because they say I'm the GOAT. I got changed my name on here. It's Maya. Oh, okay. Okay. I know who you are now. Because I don't know who Elise 1014 is. No, you ain't got to change it. I know who you is now. I'm letting a few more people come in. I need y'all to share the live. So press the share button. I think y'all forget I can see who shares. I can TikTok tell me who's sharing. It tells me who likes, who follows. I see all the analytics right here. Nobody shared it. I don't even know how that happened. Yeah. Again, if y'all new here, I'm Coach Price, and we're gonna go all the way in. I'm gonna do my best not to make this a 4-hour live stream like I normally do. Shit ain't gonna be that long tonight. At least I'm gonna do my best not to. But we don't take shortcuts. No confusion. All right, y'all know how I get down tonight. Really, it's gonna be real money education. It's not different from any other night, but it is though. I'm not just gonna break down what happened in the market today. I'm actually gonna teach you how to read it, because there is a difference, y'all, between watching the market and actually understanding what's going on. Okay. Elise said that list of stocks you said to watch is top tier. No doubt. If you go back and look at the all-time highs on a lot of companies right now, a lot of companies are down from their all-time highs, but it don't mean that the company is not valuable. It doesn't mean that it's not still a good company. So we should be watching these companies. Too many times I've seen this happen. They go down and people ignore them while they're down. And as soon as everything go up, that's when you want to buy. I don't know what the hell it is about human psychology to make us want to buy after everybody else is already buying. But you had a chance to when it was down. Like, buy when everybody else is fearful. All right. So a lot of people see numbers go up, right? They don't got no idea what that means. They go up and they go down. They don't know what it means. Tonight, by the end of this stream, you are going to know exactly what happened, why it happened, and more importantly, what you should be doing. All right. Drop a W in the chat if you're ready for that. Matter of fact, tell me where you watching from. Tar Heel, what up? I know you. I know where you watching from. I know where you watching from, Tar Heel. Maybe if you ain't on the road. Where y'all listening in from? Drop your city or your state, whatever you want to rep your city. Where you from? Where y'all listening in from? Is this your first time in Ironworth stream? Let me know. Put first time if this your first time here so I can see you. Welcome to the community. Hit the follow button. Isabel, you in Area 51. Okay, you be careful out there. You really is, though, while you bullshitting. Shot-Town, stand up. What up? I'm 2 hours away from you. But yeah, you really is in Area 51, Isabel. That's hilarious. All right, well, let's get into it. So this is what we're covering tonight. Again, we're gonna talk about what the market did today, this month, right? We're gonna talk about it. I gotta break it down. We're gonna go over let's see what's happening in the world right now. We got the Iran war, we got oil prices, jobs, consumer confidence, and I'm gonna explain all this. Now, I'm using no big words. At least I'm gonna do my best not to. Y'all know I like to keep it simple. There will be profanity in this live stream, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't like it, you can get the fuck out the live. I'm just playing. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Now, we're going to do a deep lesson on one of the most important things I could ever teach y'all, which is the difference between an unrealized loss and a realized loss. Literally, why letting a small loss, listen to me. I'm going to tell y'all why letting a small loss become a big loss is one of the most dangerous things that you can do as a trader or as an investor. Do y'all hear me? First, tell me y'all hear me before I continue. Do you hear me? Yes or no? I'm talking to all of y'all, so don't act like y'all don't hear me now. Thank you for the gift, Tar Heel. I appreciate it. Okay. Yes, that's all right. I needed to see some yeses now. Loud and clear. Okay, cool. Here we go. I got to make sure. Now, after that, we're going to talk about opportunity because I know y'all love opportunities. All right. Some people panicking right now. It's all right. But other people's getting rich. They getting rich, y'all. I want you to be in the second group. All right. So we're going to start with today. We're going to talk about what happened today. Or yeah, it ain't yesterday yet. Usually I'm live after midnight, so it's this weird moment where I'm saying good morning, good night in the middle of the fucking night because I don't know which one to say to y'all, but I'm on time today, right? So we're gonna talk about today. Today was a big green day, and I mean big. The Dow Jones was basically a scoreboard or a scorecard for 30 of the biggest companies, right? Do y'all know that? The Dow Jones is basically 30 of the biggest companies in America. Now the Dow Jones, it went up over 1,000 points today. That's damn near 2.50% gain. It's 2.49% gain in one single day. So the S&P 500 that tracks 500 of the biggest companies that went up 2.91%, almost 3% in one day. Now remember, we was down 9% from all-time highs. So we also got the Nasdaq. That's all what's that? Technology companies. That went up 3.83%, nearly 4% in a single day. These are massive moves, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, today was the biggest single day gain for all three of them since May of last year. Do y'all understand what I'm telling you? Since May of last year, we have not had a big day like we did today. Do y'all hear me? You see how you don't never know what day gonna be that day. You never know what day gonna be that day. You see what I'm saying? You never know what day gonna be that day. So a person that I want y'all to understand, I really gotta get this part through to y'all. Let's say that a stock is about to go up 2.91% in one day, and you bought a put. Now you could have got the fuck out that put, right? And when it went up 0.91%, you could have got out. When it went up 1%, you could have got out and still caught 1.90. You still could have caught a 2% gain, even if you just reposition and go the other way. Do y'all understand that before I continue? Before I continue, do you get that? Or any objections? Any objections? Thank you for sharing the live, Faye. I appreciate that. Everybody else, y'all share the live out now. And while I'm yapping, I need y'all tapping, okay? Let's get them likes to 10K. If y'all don't mind breaking a nail, I'm just playing, knock on wood. I don't want you to break a nail for real. Calm down, Isabel. But look, think of it like this, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all what the Dow Jones is, the S&P 500, and NASDAQ. Think of it like this. So the Dow Jones, we're going to treat this like a report card. Okay, this is like a report card for 30 of the biggest, most well-known companies in America. We got companies like Apple, Nike, Goldman Sachs. Okay, if most of these companies doing well, the Dow goes up. But the S&P is a bigger report card. We got 500 companies. It's actually one of the most serious investors and traders watch the closest. We watch this because we are serious investors or serious traders. We watch the S&P because it's like a meter for everything. We know if this is up, then mostly everything is up. Okay. Now the NASDAQ is like the technology. It's like a kids report card. Most of the companies on there are technology companies. We got Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Tesla. Okay, but when the technology do good, the NASDAQ will pop up. right? So all three went up today. That means the market as a whole had a great day, right? Now let's talk about why it went up. Let's talk about why it went up. Reports that President Trump signaled willingness to end military action against Iran, even if the Strait of Hormuz stays partly closed. Even if they close it partly, okay? Iran's president responded, "We don't want war." The market hates uncertainty, y'all. Even a hint of peace sends stocks shooting up. Jared says, "I offer day trading coaching cheap 1 month for $99 if anyone's interested." So what Jared just did was came in here, pissed on my leg, and told me it was raining, ladies and gentlemen. Jared just brought his dusty ass in my live stream. I'm just playing, Jared. I ain't gonna do you like that. If anybody want to go check out Jared, y'all take y'all ass over there. Just make sure you don't never come back over here. You feel me? And Jared, get your ass on, man. Come on now. I don't know. Let me see how many followers you got, Jared. I'll come over there and do this shit to you one day. I ain't gonna block you because I'm gonna make sure I wait good to you live, Jared, and I'm gonna bring my ass over there. Matter of fact, Jared, join my Discord and I'll let you help me teach people. You know what I'm saying? You know, blocking ain't you good. Join my Discord. I got a channel for your ass. All right, bring your ass on in the clubhouse, and I'm gonna let you have your own room, and you can teach too. It's enough people. That's right. We can collab. I ain't gonna do you like that, but don't ever in your life step on my Air Force Ones, bro. Do you know what happened when you step on a black man? All white, all white. Don't do me like that. All right. Now, like I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted. All right. So there are reports that Orange Man told people behind the scenes that he was willing to end military action against Iran. All right. Even if the Strait of Hormuz is partly closed. And on the Iranian side, their president said Iran don't want no smoke, but they want to make sure that they are safe before they agree to stop. Okay. Now that type of news, even just a hint of that type is right. That just, that made things calm down. Just them even talking about shit starting to calm down. That was enough to send the market shooting up. Pay attention for future references. If this ever happened again, y'all know how to move now. Pay attention. Because you live in history right now. The market hates uncertainty. The moment there is any sign of peace, you're gonna see stocks jump. Do y'all hear me? Right? Y'all get me? The Strait of Hormuz. Some of us wasn't thinking about the damn Strait of Hormuz. The Strait of Hormuz. Now, I'm going to back up and explain the Iran situation for anybody who might not be fully up to speed on what's going on. Because if you don't understand what's going on in the world, you can't really overstand or understand what's going on in the market, can you? No, you can't. So there's currently a market conflict involving the United States and Iran, okay? We're going to talk about it for a second. Just for a second. I'm going to nerd out for a split second, all right? So there is one specific location, ladies and gentlemen, that is at the center of everything, and that is the Strait of Hormuz. Let's see if we can... Goodness gracious, Cedric. Come on, get it together. It's all good. Yeah, it's the Strait of Hormuz. I was trying to fix... What's up, Ms. L? I was trying to fix the screen, y'all. I'm still learning how to use this TikTok live studio, okay? But anyways, there's one specific location. It's called the Strait of Hormuz. Now, the Strait of Hormuz is basically a narrow water channel. Think of it like a narrow hallway. Now, imagine that hallway is the only way for us to get through this building. It's the only path for us to get through this building. Now, about 20% of all the oil in the entire world passes through this hallway. And if this hallway gets blocked or even threatened, the price of oil goes up immediately. And because now supply is restricted, that's what's going on. Right? They restricted the supply. You need a hall pass, face side. So when the oil prices go up, everything gets more expensive, y'all. Why? Because oil is used to make a lot of shit. Oil is used to make a lot of shit. We use it to ship stuff. We use it to grow food, power factories. When oil costs more, companies got to pay more to operate. You see what I'm saying? And then they pay that cost on to who? To you. When you go to the store. So this conflict is not just a military situation. It is an economic situation. And it's directly affecting the market every single day. Right now. Do y'all know that? Y'all know that, right? It's affecting the market every day. Now, we're going to zoom out and we're going to look at the whole month of March for a second. We're going to look at the whole month of March. I put this together for y'all. I came prepared, face side. Now we're gonna talk about March, right? Because even though today was great, March overall was rough. I know y'all know, but hey, if you paid attention, you ate. It didn't matter which direction it went in. But I want you to understand both sides. So in March, the S&P 500 fell over 5%. The Nasdaq fell nearly 5%. The Dow Jones fell over 5% too. And the Dow ended up, that shit just ended up 10-month. It just ended a 10-month winning streak. That shit was going up. It was going up for 10 straight months. And March broke that streak with the biggest monthly drop since September 2022. Now, if we zoom out even further and look at the whole first quarter of this year, right? We look at the whole first quarter. Just think about it, which is basically the first 3 months. The Nasdaq fell over 7%. The S&P 500 fell 4.6%, and the Dow fell about 3.6%. Now, I want you to think about something. Hear me out. If somebody had $100,000 in the market and didn't manage their risk, they could have lost $4,000 to $7,000 with it just sitting there. They ain't even got to do shit. 7 bands gone. That's real money, right? That's a car payment, mortgage, rent, groceries for months, whatever. But this is why we manage our risk. This is why we have things like stop losses. This is why we do not just hope the market comes back. And that's exactly what we are going to talk about in our lesson tonight. I'm going to go over that, but it's also something else I want to talk about. If I got $100,000 in the market and it's down $7,000 because of what's going on, that's called an unrealized loss. It's not a loss until I close it, until I actually sell. Do you understand? It can go back up. Now I'm not talking to you, excuse my French. I'm not talking to you fucking day traders. Get the fuck out the trade. Listen, come here. Get the fuck out the trade when it's going the wrong way. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the investors who are scared and want to sell their stock, sell their beautiful positions because it's down. That's crazy work. That's an unrealized loss, and it'll be realized the moment you close it. Do you get what I'm telling you? Are you picking up what I'm laying down? This is why we manage our risk. This is why we manage our risk. This is why we have stop losses, traders, and investors. It's okay. You got to understand that the market has crashed over 20 times and it has recovered every time it has crashed. So calm the fuck down. You understand what I'm telling you? You feel me? Now we're going to talk about some specific stocks for a second. Excuse me. Now, let's see. These stocks right here moved today because these are all the names you have probably heard of. We got NVIDIA went up over 5% today. For those who don't know, NVIDIA makes the chips, the microchips that power the AI, the artificial intelligence. And when the market feel good, NVIDIA usually pops. So people use NVIDIA as damn near indicator itself. When there's fear, NVIDIA drops. And today it popped. And Intel went up 7%. Now that's massive. That's a big move for one day for a big company like Intel. Intel is also a chip maker. Intel inside, a lot of our computers got Intel inside of it, right? And it has been having a rough year so far. So 7% in one day is notable. This time will never cover, says Lucky 8. Hey, what up, Mia? What's happening in? So Tesla also went up over 4%. Y'all know Tesla, the electric cars, Elon Musk, Tesla. So when the market go up, Tesla usually go up more, right? So that is what they call a high volatility stock. If you've never heard of NIO, that's a Chinese electric car company. I want y'all to go check out Grab too. If I'm not mistaken, I think Grab is like the Uber, the Chinese Uber or some shit like that, right? But anyways, NIO went up 9%, and Baidu, I think that's how you pronounce it, which is basically the Google of China, that went up over 4% too. I watched the Hong Kong market and all that as well, y'all. We global investors now. Got to make it make sense. For those that don't know, what is volatility? Who can tell me what is volatility in the chat? Let me know. Face ass. It's taking y'all forever. I'm talking about slow typing people. It's okay though. Oh, there we go. There we go. Volatility just means how much a stock moves. A stock that barely moves is low volatility. A stock that swings big up and down is high volatility. Tesla and Nvidia are high volatility. That means when things are good, you can make a lot. But when things are bad, you can lose a lot. Now, if y'all can get that concept of volatility, that's going to help you size your trades correctly. What do I mean by that? Why are you buying? Listen, why are you putting that much on that trade? Do you understand what's going on right now? Oh, you ain't got no stop loss? Do you understand what volatility mean? You know how fast this shit gonna drop on you? Oh, do you know how fast this shit gonna go up on you? Do you know how fast you gotta take profit? Oh, you might as well just have an automatic order sitting up there so you don't have to try to hurry up and get out the trade, sis. Or hurry up and get out the trade, bruh. Either way, on the take profit or the stop loss side. You with me? You with me? I'm gonna wait till y'all tell me if y'all with me or not. Because if not, then I gotta say that shit all the way over because I don't think y'all get it. So I'm just gonna wait till y'all let me know. Don't make me start singing the goddamn the Wheel of Fortune music and shit again. There we go, Vic. That's what I like to see. Which, okay, so y'all get what I'm saying. The automatic orders is gonna make sure you ain't trying to hurry up and get out. You ain't gotta fumble the ball because you already got your shit set to take profit when they get to this level. And listen, hear me out. Let's say I bought 3 contracts. I can take profit 3 times. I can take profit 3 times, y'all, to think about it. The first take profit, I can say sell this contract at this price, sell this contract at this price, and sell this contract at this price, but sell all 3 contracts if it fall down to here. Do you get what I'm telling you? It's easy. It's really not hard to grasp. You understand volatility, it's going to help you, though, because you ain't got to worry about catching no dog. You got to worry about a dog catching your ass. No, I'm just playing. Now, we're going to talk about the jobs data. I'm going to leave these stocks alone. We're going to talk about the jobs data. See, we made it through that, and that wasn't even, yes, that was an hour. That did take me an hour to get through that. We are now entering hour number 2, ladies and gentlemen. We made it. Y'all made it. Can y'all believe y'all sat here a fucking hour already? Crazy work. Crazy work, Mom. Now, we're going to talk about the jobs data that came out this week. This is something that the market watches very closely, and it affects me and you, whether you realize this shit or not. The government, they released a report that basically showed the job openings in February dropped to about 6.88 million. That is down from 7.24 million in January. That is a drop of about 360,000 job openings in 1 month. Now, that might sound like some nerdy shit, or to some people, it might sound like a small number, but I'm going to put it in perspective. I'm going to help you see what I'm saying. So that means almost 360,000 fewer positions that companies were looking to fill. Companies are pulling back. They are becoming more cautious about hiring people. Imagine you run a fucking grocery store or something, right? And business booming, and they put up a now hiring sign in the window. So when things slow down, they not sure how many customers coming in, so they take the sign down. They stop hiring. They wait and see. That's exactly what the businesses across America are doing right now. They taking down the hiring sign. So the hiring rate, meaning basically how many people actually got hired in February, fell to its lowest level since April 2020. Do y'all remember what April 2000? Y'all remember? Listen, don't give me the stuttering shit. Do you remember what happened in April 2020? Can anybody tell me? I'll wait. We crunching the numbers. What happened in April 2020? Do y'all remember? Do you remember the time, face ass? Do y'all remember? They had us fucking locked in the crib. COVID 2020. It was the COVID lockdowns, Tar Heel. That was the worst economic moment of our generation so far. We are not at that level of crisis, but that comparison should get your attention, is what I'm saying. So why is this happening, y'all? A lot of reasons why, but I'm gonna name a few. So a lot of companies are uncertain about the war. They uncertain about oil prices. They uncertain about tariffs. They don't know what the fuck going on. Basically, the tariffs is extra taxes on the shit that they got coming into the country. The goods. I don't want to call it shit. Extra taxes on goods coming into the country. So when the business owners are uncertain, they stop spending money. They stop hiring and they sit on the money that they already got. And this is how this connects to the market. So when hiring slow down, it usually means the economy is slowing down. When the economy slow down, a lot of companies stop making as much money as they was making before. Like their profits can shrink. And when the profits shrink, stock prices can fall. That's what we seeing happening. Now on the other side of this, I be moving faster than I'm talking and I had all these screens set and I'm just moving faster than my screens. Ain't that so y'all just listening? All right, I'm gonna get it together, y'all. I'm gonna get it together. All right, but on the other side of this, right? I think I think I didn't caught up. I think my screen done caught up to what I'm saying. I want to be balanced, right? Is that layoffs are still relatively low? That's what we got to talk about. The other side of this is that layoffs are relatively low. Most people who got a job are keeping a job, right? Most people who have jobs are keeping their jobs. Big companies like Meta and Oracle, they are doing large layoffs. They trying to shift money into artificial intelligence, but the overall economy is not seeing a wave of mass firings yet. We ain't seeing a wave of everybody just getting fired yet. So y'all, everybody who's scared about losing their job, you ain't seeing shit. So we are in what I call a gray zone right now, right? Because things ain't great, but they not catastrophic either. Things ain't great, but it ain't catastrophic either. Yo, when the market trying to figure out what direction we headed in, this is what it looks like. Any questions before I continue? Y'all got anything to say? Because right now I'm about to talk about consumer confidence. So y'all got anything to say before I go on? Nope. Okay. If so, I'm gonna read it. I'll just read it. But who knows what I mean by consumer confidence? Basically, this survey. They do a survey, right? We're gonna talk about it. They do a survey and they give regular people like you and me. They give us a survey. They ask us, "Do you feel good about the economy right now?" Do you? I'm gonna ask y'all. Do y'all feel good about the economy right now? Do y'all feel good about y'all job? And are y'all going to spend money? That's right, Tar Heel. Tar Heel said, "Hell no." No, for real. Now, that number came in at 91.8 for March. That is slightly up from 91.0 in February, so barely up. That's less than 1 point. But this is my point. Here's the thing that jumped out. Inflation expectations, right? We have these inflation expectations, which It means how much people expect the prices to rise over the next year. That shot up to the highest. I think it ain't been that high since August of last year. So a lot of people scared that the prices are going to go up. Oil price, they think oil price is gonna go up. You understand? Tariffs, all this shit make people nervous about their wallet. Think about going to the gas station when y'all remember when gas was $2-3 a gallon. Let me ask y'all a question. When gas was $2 a gallon, did y'all think twice about getting gas? But tell me what happened when it hit $5 a gallon. You start thinking about it. Every time you make a trip, you start, hey man, hell no, I can't run you to the store. I need hell no, $5 of gas ain't hell no. You got 5 on you. So you start thinking about every trip. You combine these errands that you making now, because this shit $5 a gallon, it ain't $2 a gallon no more. You maybe don't even take the road trip. You done change your whole mind. You don't even want no Jello pudding no more. That's a Life reference for those who seen the movie Life. He said, I don't even want no Jello pudding no more. You fucked it up for me. So when oil prices go up because of the Iran conflict, gas goes up, groceries go up, Amazon shipping go up. People feel it in they booms, face ass. For real though, they feel it in their everyday life, y'all. And then they get nervous. Mimi, you ballin'. Talking about you bought an electric car. I ain't gonna lie. Well, was that to save money, Mimi? Because that sound like a ball to me. Sound like you balling to me. You did that to save money? Like, fuck the gas. Yeah, I feel you. But look, if I can't generate the electricity, man, I don't even want to hear it, man. I don't even want to hear it. If they could turn my shit off with a button, Mimi, I don't know. I don't want them to be able to cut my shit off on the road. I'm really looking for a 1970 something, 1960 something. No, all gas, no electric, nothing. Hey, I damn near want some horses. I don't even want a battery in my shit. I'm just playing. But I do though, but I'm just playing at the same time. But this survey, the consumer shit I was just telling y'all about, it also showed the percentage of people who think the interest rates are going to rise in the next year. That shit jumped from 34.9 to 42.4. Now that's a big jump. So almost half of the people that they surveyed, I don't know who they surveyed, because guess what? They ain't asked me. Did they ask y'all? They ain't asked y'all, they asked me. I don't know who the fuck they asked me. But either way it go, higher interest rates means borrowing money costs more. Credit card debt gets more expensive. Car loans gets more expensive. I just got one. I think I had to pay 10% interest on it. And that's crazy work. It was 14% interest at first. Yeah, so they doing that to people out here. Mortgages get more expensive. When money is expensive to borrow, people spend less. When people spend less, companies make less. And when companies make less, stocks can suffer, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're going to keep this in mind going forward. Y'all learning, right? Everybody learning? All right, we're going to move forward. Y'all should be. Y'all better be learning. Or at least be informed. Why I think Microsoft and Chevron, West Texas AI Energy Complex. I think this is super interesting. So I figured I'd come talk to y'all about it, my friends, right? Because my other friends, I don't think they could give two fucks about the shit that I come on here and talk to y'all about. That's why I love TikTok. I love TikTok, Discord, Reddit. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a fan of the internet. I like networking with people I've never met before. Because the people in my life don't be wanting to hear this shit. Now, first, Microsoft. Microsoft is they talking to Chevron. Yes, Chevron. They talking to Chevron, which is interesting to me. And an investment fund called Engine number 1. They talking about building a massive energy complex in West Texas. Who in Texas? Anybody in the chat in Texas? Who's in Texas? The purpose of this energy complex, what is it for? They are about to power a giant data center campus. We talking about a $7 billion natural gas power plant with the capacity to generate 2,500 megawatts of power. That is one of the largest facilities of its kind in the whole United States. Why do I give a fuck about this, y'all? Because artificial intelligence requires a shit ton of electricity, a lot of electricity. I'm talking about a level of power consumption that most people can't even really imagine. And I'm not being mean, I'm not being funny. I want you to try to imagine how much electricity it takes, and then I want you to triple that. All right, it's more than what the fuck you think. Companies like Microsoft, Google, and Amazon, they are racing to build data centers right now, but massive warehouses full of computers requires a lot of electricity to run their AI models. Those data centers need power, lots of it. Monique says, I'm not in Texas yet, but willing myself. Now, for real, Monique, I'm with you on that. I agree with you on that. My grandma said she want to go to Texas too. She said God told her to move to Texas. I ain't laughing at her. I'm just like, she's serious, all right? She is serious. So yeah, I'm gonna get grandma to Texas, y'all. But yeah, me personally, it's a little hot. It's a little hot down yonder, y'all. I want to go to South America, but it's hot down there too. And I'm already dark skinned, y'all. This shit gonna make me darker. All right, it's gonna make me darker. The darker the berry though, sweeter the juice. So I ain't mad. They tell me, yes, it is. Yeah, I'm gonna go because it's beautiful too. Though I've been. Don't get me started, y'all. See how I get off track? We already on hour number 2. Let me finish real quick. Let me finish. So look, that tell y'all everything y'all need to know about AI. For real, Monique. So yeah, Microsoft is literally going to build its own power plant. They said, fuck it. We need our own power plant. They basically getting into electricity now. Because they need their own electricity company just for them to run the AI operations that they got. Right? So where do y'all think the big money think the future is going? Where is the big money going? Where is the future going? Think about this shit. That tell me everything about where the big money thinks the future is going. Right? Now I'm going to talk about OpenAI real quick. And yes, this number is not a typo. This is not a typo. We're going to talk about OpenAI. This is the company that's behind. Who could tell me what one of OpenAI's products? Do y'all know who OpenAI is? Again, if y'all new here, hit the follow button. Why you looking at that plus sign like you know you don't want to be a part of this community? Come on now, hit the follow button. Y'all see I'm trying to serve 10,000 people. So if I served you tonight at all in any form or fashion, just hit the follow button for me. Help a brother out. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking to grow. Share the live out. If you ain't gonna follow me, share the live, tap the screen, you know. You can even comment and say, fuck you. You can shoot a bird at me. I don't care as long as you engage. Thank you, Monique, for saying something. So look, OpenAI, let me tell you, this is the company that's behind ChatGPT. Thank you for sharing the live, Lorenzo. I appreciate it. Thank you for liking the live. I mean, thank y'all for the engagement. No, it's Claude. That's Anthropic. That's Anthropic. If I ain't mistaken, I always say the name wrong, but that's how you spell it. But OpenAI, this is the company behind ChatGPT. Now they just completed a funding round that valued them at $852 billion. This company just got valuated. Basically, they say this company is worth $852 billion. That is almost $1 trillion, y'all. And they raised $122 billion in this round. So for perspective, $1 billion is 1,000 million. $1 billion is 1,000 millions. Just like I tell people all the time, $1 million ain't shit but $1,000 1,000 times. Okay, 852 billion is almost as valuable as some of the biggest companies in the entire world. And OpenAI is not even public yet. They ain't even went public yet. They ain't even allowed. They ain't even took our money. So they not even on the stock market. You see what I'm saying? They CFO said the company needs to develop what he called public company capabilities, meaning they are preparing for an IPO. For y'all that don't know what an IPO is, an IPO is when a private company sells shares to the public for the first time. When OpenAI go public, it is going to be one of the biggest IPOs in history next to SpaceX. Mark my words. Some companies y'all want to invest in, you can't because they are private. They are not publicly traded on the stock exchange, so you can't invest in them. Okay, but some of them are. Some of them have the ability to, and when they do, they IPO, which is the initial public offering. That's when they first hit the market. So again, OpenAI is gonna be big. Mark my words. I said it. I'm not taking it back. Now, I want to make sure we talk about one of the most important market lessons from this week, because this is a concept that's going to separate the amateur traders, the baby traders, the fake new booties from the professionals. Okay? The U.S. Treasury Secretary came out and basically said, don't worry, oil markets are fine. We'll get the Strait of Hormuz under control. Shit sounds sweeter than bear meat, don't it? Right? Sound good, right? The government officials saying everything okay, but what the market, what did the market do? The market did not respond the way you would expect. So oil prices did not drop significantly. Stocks did not have a massive rally based on those words alone. The market basically shrugged its shoulder and said, I don't give a fuck. So the market trades on actions, not words. That's when Jerome Powell and them had that speech, you got to think about what's going on. So at certain points, talk is cheap, y'all. So the officials can say whatever the fuck they want, but the market is always going to ask, what are you actually doing? Are the ships moving through the strait? Is the oil actually flowing? Has a ceasefire been signed? If not, this shit finna drop right back down to 640, 630. SPY. S&P. The market going right back down if this shit don't stop. So until the market sees real action, real results, it is not going to fully believe the words. This is just a maturity shift in how the market is behaving right now. It's moving from reacting to headlines to demanding proof. Especially fucking with Trump. He like the orange that cried wolf. So as a trader, you need to understand this. Don't trade based on what somebody said. Watch what is actually happening. But we've been watching. Listen, I recommend people that you better go download Truth Social or Twitter. Don't be the last one to know what he said. If you trading, he'll say some shit that'll blow your whole setup. Like, fuck what you got going on. Or to help your whole day if you listen. I've been saying it since last year when he said at the very bottom, when the stocks was the lowest they could be, he said, now's a good time to buy stocks. And I ain't want to believe him, but I did. And I said, hey, y'all might want to buy stocks, man. Why would he say that? They like, yeah, you gonna believe him? Man, listen, worst thing that can happen is he lying and it get cheaper. And in that case, I'm gonna buy more. Best thing that can happen is we caught the motherfucking bottom, and we did. Not as much as we could have because we were skeptical as hell. So we ain't bet the house on it. Oh no, last year in April, we did not. I don't know about y'all. I ain't bet the house on it. All I could do is speak for myself and the people that was rocking with me at that time. Right? It felt like we was in the trenches together last year. You feel me? So the market is not listening to what is being said no more. It is watching what is being done. Now, we made it all the way to a third hour, y'all. Yes, this ain't the third hour. I made it to the third hour of my 4-hour long seminar for tonight, but it's only really been 1 hour. I came on at 11. So yeah, I'm stretching time out. Saying that 3 hours went by and it only really been 1 hour is hilarious. Now, this is the part I want everybody to lock in for. If you lost money this week, I'm talking to you. You ain't got to say nothing. You ain't got to say nothing. You can just be quiet and listen. I ain't laughing at you. And you know what? I am laughing at you because you know better. You know better. Especially if you my student, you know better. Because I done told you time and time again. Now I want you to go outside and get a switch. I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just playing. I'm just joking. You only hurting yourself, and the market didn't take shit from you. You gave it to the market. So y'all put the phone down for a second, whatever y'all doing. If you scrolling through TikTok, I need you to stop and bring your ass on in. I need you focused. Because what I'm about to teach you has saved professional traders millions of dollars. And not knowing it has destroyed accounts, right? So we're going to talk about the difference between unrealized losses and realized losses, or unrealized gains and realized gains, right? For example, before I talk about a loss on paper, I want y'all to imagine something with me. Imagine we buy a call. When you are trading stock options and you buy a call, you think that the price is going up. I want y'all to imagine that we all together bought a call. This is a 0 days to expire contract. That means that we think this shit is going to happen today, and we have until today for it to go in the direction that we think it's going in. Let's use Nike. Let's say we think Nike about to go up from $60 to $65 today. So we buy a call. Okay. And we think it's going to happen today. So it's 0 days to expire. Now we get in this trade and it goes up. And we see it's going up pretty fast. Okay. We get in this trade and it's going fast. It's going up fast as hell. We don't have a stop loss placed. We don't have a take profit placed, which means we don't have limit orders already set to be executed when the price goes up to that level, or when the price goes down to the level where we were wrong at. That's the first problem of many. First of all, that's the first problem of many, because when the price goes up the way it does sometimes when you're dealing with a volatile stock, you don't have time to get out where you want to get out at if you don't already have a order set beforehand. Okay, a limit order. It could be because when you doing this market order shit where you think you just about to get out the trade at the drop of a dime, a lot of y'all not even using hotkeys. Do y'all know what a hotkey is? You're not even using a hotkey, so guess what you got to do? You got to click, 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 clickety, click, click, click. You got to click, click, click to get out, right? You just clicking your life away trying to get out of that trade, okay? And your adrenaline pumping and you holding your breath and shit. Now, let's flip it. Let's think about this real quick. It goes up and you see $80 profit and you happy as hell. So you screenshot. Mistake number 2. I ain't going to talk about them. I'm not going to talk about the screenshotters or the screen recorders. Let's just not even talk about that mistake. Let's just say it goes up to $80 and you not one of them type of people that's just ready to screenshot. It goes up and now it goes down because you didn't get out when it was up at $80. You thought maybe it was going to get to $100. You like, oh, I'm almost at $100. It's almost at $100. I almost made that $100 a day because I got to make $100 a day face ad, right? And then it dropped down to $70 and you like, well, I'm just going to wait for it to get back up to 80 because it was just at 80 though. So let me just, I notice what you thinking. Then it go down to $60 profit. And you like, you still waiting at this point for it to go back to $80. Then it dropped down to $40 profit. And you remember it was just that $80 profit. So you got too much hope in your blood for it to go back to $80 profit. So you don't get out of the trade. You stay in the trade and it go down to $25 profit. And did you get out at $25 profit? I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna ask. Do you get out at $25 profit after you watched it go up to $80 and you didn't get out when it was up $80? You didn't get out then. You didn't get out when it was no. They let the $25 profit go down the drain until it get to 0. And do you think they got out? Do you think you would get out when it says 0? Are you still hopeful at $0? You watched it go up to $80 profit, and I know you want to hope and pray that it'll go back up to 80. I know you do. But the truth is, you need to accept this as a loss before it gets out of hand at that moment. I hope y'all hearing me loud and clearly, and don't do this. If this been you, all you got to do is just don't do it no more. It is simple. So I'm going to talk about a loss on paper. Right here, car auction analogy. You buy a car for $10,000. The next day somebody say it's worth $8,000. Did you lose $2,000? No, not yet. The car is still in your garage. You still own it. The moment you sell it for $8,000, then you realize that $2,000 loss. Position is still open. You have a chance to recover or lose more. This is quite different when it comes to holding a position. Let's say you got a swing trade. Let's say that your position expires in a week and you down $20. We're not even going to talk percentages. Let's say you down $20. Now you like, yo, this is a fucked up trade. My thesis was wrong. I was completely wrong. So you get out the trade, and now you lost the $20. But the next day the price go exactly where you said it was going to go, and you missed that opportunity, right? You made that $20 realize the moment you closed it. Somebody else who was down $20 too held that position, right? So it was unrealized loss because the next day it went up and they were able to close the trade for a profit and lock in the gains, making it realized. Okay, so you got unrealized gains and you got realized gains. I'm gonna slow it down. I don't want to get too out of hand. An unrealized loss is a loss that exists on paper, but you have not actually locked it in yet. The position is still open, the trade is still active, you still have a chance to either recover or lose more. I ain't talking to you day traders. I'm talking to the investors. Because as a day trader, you are picking up pennies in front of a steamroller. I say that all the time because I mean it. You bought a bucket of melting ice cream and you got to try to salvage this shit before it all goes. And you just looking at it melt and melt like it's going to refreeze itself. You bought tickets to a concert and this shit about to be over with and you trying to sell that ticket to somebody else in the middle of the concert. Don't nobody want that shit. All right, but you got to get the most value out of it. You bought it. You bought it. So when it go where you said it was going to go, you better take profit. The market ain't take shit from you. You gave that money to the market by not taking profit. Now, to the investors, I'm letting you know that in the stock market and in trading, the same concept really apply. But if you buy 100 shares of a stock at $50 each, you spent 5K. You spent $5,000. If the stock drops to $45, your account will show a $500 loss. But that loss is unrealized. The position is still open. You still own those shares. And tomorrow, the shit can go up to $70 a share. And you sold and you made that. You lost $500 because you made the loss go from unrealized to realized. Right? A realized loss is when you actually close it. When you close the trade, you sell, you exit, and the loss becomes permanent. This same thing applies for realized gains, okay, and unrealized gains. Now I'm talking to you traders. When the position is up $80, it is unrealized until you close it, sister. Sister, you know I'm glad to be with you. You know, your ass better close the trade because it's unrealized until you actually close it on the winning side too. Okay, a realized loss is when you close the trade, you sell, you exit, and the loss becomes permanent. It is now real. It is gone from your account, and it is not coming back unless you make a new trade. Same car example. Let's use the same car example. That car is same, like that car is now worth eight bands if you go sell it. The moment that transaction is done, you locked in that $2,000 loss. So yeah, in trading, if the stock dropped from $50 to $45 and you sell it, you just realize the $500 loss. That $500 gone. And this is the key. I want y'all to understand. You are now free. Your money is no longer locked up in a losing trade. You can use that remaining money to make a new trade and potentially earn. You still can earn. Do y'all get what I'm saying? If not, you lose 100% of that investment. And what you gonna do when you with none of the money that you put into that shit? Huh? Hey yo, let me know. Are y'all with me? Do y'all get what I'm saying? What's up, man? Talk to me. Who am I talking to? No, it ain't no cry. You should be happy, Faye. You should be happy because you're not gonna ever do this again. You paying attention. You locked in. You learned the lesson. This is what people hire me for. Okay, so you getting it right here on TikTok right now. Y'all getting it for the, my clients is my clients, but everybody else, y'all getting it. The least y'all could do is hit the follow button. There's no reason this shit should say 2 followers. So if y'all want me to stay on another minute, y'all will hit the follow button. I think I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna go on a vow of silence until y'all hit the follow button, man. Y'all burning my biscuits. Y'all burning my biscuits. I'll let the live stream get all the way down to just 3 people, just me and the 3 people that follow me before I keep talking. I know it ain't 20 people I know in here right now. Mm-hmm. I'm a Scorpio. I'm stubborn. Y'all better hit the follow button. I end this bitch and go live in my Discord. Y'all, everybody that follow me and you a part of the Discord, I will transition the live over to the Discord if we don't get another just 3 followers. Don't be scared, y'all. Hit that follow button. It's not a threat. It's a promise. Y'all ready? I'm about to meet y'all in the Discord. These folk got to 12:25 to hit the follow button. I'm gonna go get some water. Look at all this. I ain't even gonna get to go over none of this. I'm about to just end the live.